Okay, since it's 5 o'clock, let's get started. So welcome to HOLOWITS Training Conference. And today we will focus on the introduction and operation of our HOLOWITS S100. So the presentation contains 5 topics. First of all, the strengths and the challenges in the foreseeable future. And secondly, we will talk about the position and the strategies. Third, we will talk about the architecture and networking. Fourth, we'll talk about the application and the capabilities. The last but not least, we will talk about the solutions under several different situations. And during the training, please change your ID into your email address so that we can send you the training material. Secondly, if you have any questions about the course, please leave a message in the Q&A. We will reply and collect them and upload them in our website FAQ section. Third, if you encounter related problems, please describe your different difficulties in the message area. Fourth, if you have more questions, please feel free to contact us at hanglius@holowits.com. And if you need the resource of the presentation, you can visit our website, holowits.com. And all the resources you need is in this area. And if you want today's presentation PowerPoint, you can search S100 here. And for our partners, we have certificate specialist for HOLOWITS. You need to register an account and find out the learning guide. There are more than 10 videos you need to learn and to pass the exams. You should meticulously study related materials and videos. After obtaining the certificate, you must update the certificate every 2 years. Okay, that's all. And now let's start the presentation today.
Okay, hello everyone. I am White from HOLOWITS, and today's training is about the technical overview of the S100. This is what I'm going to talk about today. I will introduce iClient S100 from these 5 aspects. The first part is traits and challenges. The iClient is a fully connected system featuring coverage data. Look at the existing platforms. They have many isolated subsystems, which is difficult to centrally manage. But for iClient S100, we have a connected system, which is easier to manage. Now look at this. Our S100 forms a closed loop of business. We have flexible deployment and intelligent applications. Okay, now we go to the next part. This session focuses on the problems that the S100 can solve. In fact, it's mainly to solve the problem of video management. In addition, some target allows are added and some access control is added. Based on the application platform of security, S100 was bought in order to solve these problems. If the application is in a small security scenario, it just uses an NVR with a LDU and a display, and then we can complete a business closed loop based on video surveillance. If it is for small and medium-sized scenario, we need S100. It's as a center of the security management platform. We can use iClient S100 to manage our IVS and NVR so that we can easily manage each camera by region and requirements. Okay, this part is about how to select and integrate video security platform. Now we don't use iClient. Its functions have been carried over to the S100. So in our current solution, we should choose S100 and use S100 to support IVS and NVR. We can take a look at this and we will talk about it later. Its function and supports device and so on. Okay. Now let's talk about the architecture and networking. The architecture of S100 is widely divided into two parts. One is our client. Another is servers. The client is mainly the function module of these capabilities on our interface, while the server is mainly to complete some docking between us and the underlying devices, and some intermediate business processing is placed on our servers to deal with. So we are a single server with multiple clients. We can install our client on multiple user computers to access the same server. In order to achieve our device data sharing and other purpose, this is our architecture. You can see. Talk about the networking. In the networking diagram, all our cameras are connected to the area or IVS. IVS is equipped with the function of intelligent analyze, and all video functions including live playback and some of our survive alarm data are passed through this device. And then the S100 is used to manage our stored devices in a unified manner. Finally, our slide presentation is complete on the S100. The other business of the S100 can complete the closed loop of the business, supporting things like access gates in our park, TV wall decoding, and some other third-party components. This is our basic networking information, like this. camera, and the gate device. Then we are an IVS computer S100. Okay. This page is mainly about the equipment and supplier needed to expand the functionality, which can be discussed later when you need to use it. The next section is about the application capabilities. As we can see, the capabilities are mainly divided into 3 parts. The first part is base video capabilities. The second part is intelligence-based application capabilities. And the third part is comprehensive security capabilities. And of course, in the smart application section, there are third-party algorithms. You can read it in general, and we will talk about them later. Like live video, camera cycling, recording, PPZ, and so on. Okay. In terms of specifications of S100 application, we support the maximum access to 1024 cameras, which may be a key number for our application. It can support mixed connection, which means a set of IVS and NVR, but the maximum support is 16 NVR, 16 IVS, and 64 NVR. And 1 IVS is equivalent to 4 NVRs. Then we can also automatically search camera on S100. You also can do a device response parameter configuration for NVR or IVS, and to do a detailed parameter configuration for our camera. But these parameter configurations are actually based on a single device. This is the connection. Now go to the next page. This is what we saw in the application capabilities. Voice intercom refer to our both parties talk through the cameras. Broadcast. Voice broadcast is made by our side unidirectional talking. We can upload a file or use built-in voice file, and then you can make the camera broadcast on a loop. The last one is channel associative voice. Instead, you can receive sound from the camera side. You can read the function about this. Following is our live wall, which is our TV wall. This part is mainly aimed at solutions that we may have a lot of devices, such as the application scenario of more than 100 channels of device. They will generally be equipped with a TV wall to do a centralized video management. So with the TV wall, we can accurately control the video. It's easy to monitor and manage. Just like this, video wall. Now, this is an electronic mask. Here is mainly a picture mask, but not network mask like Google Maps. We can put the cameras and some security equipment, such as asset control equipment. This can add points on the mask. After adding the points, I can quickly watch the video here, and can also open and close the checkpoint remotely. Then we can manage some events, which means we can react and process quickly through the electronic mask. Just like this map, and you can set the point. This is the benefits. The next part is that S100 can support iOS to use third-party algorithms. The operation process is to download the algorithm first. Then we get the algorithm package, and finally load the algorithm package to iOS. Third-party algorithms are usually used for special needs and may be better understand when you use. For now, it's only necessary to have a general understanding of the functionality. This part of the content is mainly about the function. This part of the content is mainly about the function preview we saw in the previous picture. Based on the intelligent application of the parameters class. In this application, the camera is required to have a parameter class intelligence capabilities with the front end. Based on this networking condition, we can configure its instruction detect areas and some basic parameters of instruction detect on S100. After the configuration, it will be sent to the cameras, and then we can receive the instruction detection allow generated on the camera on S100. After somebody entering this area, such an instruction detection allow will be generated. like this, which is slightly like this. Based on this allow, we can configure the linkage. We can configure the linkage allow on the S100 platform, and then capture and record the picture triggered by the allow. This is a business closed loop that we made around the whole of our intelligent generation, from configuration to the final reminder and then to the final linkage. Look at this page. In fact, this part is mainly talks about the intelligent ability of S100. This part is similar to the previous part. Under the same conditions, we can set the configuration of the intelligent behavior analyze on S100. Like this. Wire crossing, area entry exist, faster movement, and loitering. Now we go to the next page. This section is about the target list library. If I have a company, I can input some employer information into the S100 and assign it to the block list or choose list, and then synchronize the target list to the IRS or MVR so that we can configure the task of target recognition on the S100. When the cameras detect a person, it will compare it with the target list and generate alerts such as shoot list, block list, and stranger. This can help you to build a security system in the campus. This can be done easily with the S100. And this is the target image requirements: format, size, quality, resolution, and the brightness and contrast. You can get this information when you add the picture, when you add the information. This page is about target search. In fact, this is mainly based on the application of the face recognition, which means by recognizing the face, the feature of the whole face is treated. After extracting the feature of the face, we can identify the basic feature data of gender, age, mass, eyes, and so on. These feature data are stored in our backend device, so we can do an image search or do a search by criteria and one-to-one target match, as we show in this figure. This is our basic application of face recognition based on search. Look at this: search by image, search by criteria, and one-to-one target match. This part mainly talks about the target alert. Alerts. In fact, is similar to the previous content in the list library. It's actually based on the target library. Target alert functions are usually used in scenarios such as swing gates, security gates, and building entries and exits. Just like this. And the prerequisites. And this is the allow page. This part is mainly about some intelligent application based on the target phase. You need to load the characters extraction algorithm so that you can get the characters of face. This is the target search application ability of S100. Person search and the result. Okay. The next session is about vehicle search. It is similar to the last session, but here we can make a list of vehicle library. Then you can configure the front end intelligent. Of course, it's also need to install the algorithm, and then you can do a whole vehicle of the extraction of characters, which is to extract the license plate, color, and so on. Finally, you can get a rate type allow. Look at this, the parameter. And the vehicle search page. You set a condition. And this is the result. The next part is about the ability for epidemic prevention. The ability of epidemic prevention and control is actually relied on temperature measurement device. In this solution, we need to set up the temperature measuring devices at the entries or exits. Then we can see the temperature of the people passing the checkpoint on S100. Of course, you can also compare with the face recognition function to get whether the person with mask. You can compare with the gaze device, so it can close the door when detects an abnormal temperature, and opens the door when detects an normal temperature. This is the statistic. And the networking. This is the benefits. You can use it in this scenario. Okay, this part is about the attendance management. For this part, we have two attendance sources. One is based on our target recognition, and the other is fingerprint attendance machine or pad chip equipment, which can provide relatively accurate attendance data. Then based on the attendance data, we need to configure attendance staff, add attendance rules, and set such things as shelf and time periods. After that, the attendance data will be integrated, and then an attendance record will be found. We can also export all these data reports. This is the step and the benefits. You can use this device to help the attendance management. This session is about crown flow analysis, and there are 4 types of capabilities. The simple diagram shows the function of quiet length detection, crown density detection, crossing line counting, heat map, and so on. This is the function picture. And this is the allow picture, allow page. Closing line head counting refer to statistics of the number of people entering and I'm so sorry. Can you see the PPT now? Okay, now can you see the PPT? Now let me continue. Close line hand counting refers to the statistic of the number of people entering and leaving some area, such as shopping malls and supermarkets. I can count the flow of the people and other information. I'm so sorry. There's something wrong with the share screen. So I will restart in this page. Okay. This session is about the target list library. If you have a company, you can input some employers information into the S100 and assign it to the blacklist, block list, or choose list. And then synchronize the target list to the IBS or NVR so that we can configure the task of target recognition on the S100. When the cameras detect a person, compare it with the target list and generate allows such as follow list, such as choose list, block list, and stranger. This can help you to build a security system in the campus. This can be done easily with the S100. Okay, we go fast. For the target search, in fact, Smiley based on the application of the face recognition, which means by recognizing the face, featuring of the whole face is extracted. After extracting the feature of the face, we can identify the basic feature data of gender, age, mass, height, and so on. These feature data are stored in our backend device, so we can do an image search or do a search by criteria and 1v1 target match, as we show in this feature. Search by image, search by criteria, and 1v1 target match, as we show in this feature. Okay. Now, this part is mainly talk about the target alert. In fact, it's similar to the previous content in the list library. It's actually based on the target library. Target alert functions are usually used in scenarios such as swing gates, security gates, and building entries and exits. Look at this. Allow. This is the allow page. Okay. Next part is mainly about the intelligent application based on the target face. For this part, you need to load the character extraction of target recognition algorithm so that you can get the character of the face. So you can search it by condition such as gender, age, and whether it wear a mask or hat, and so on. This is the target search application of S100. The next section is about which vehicle search. It's similar to the last session, but here we can make a list of virtual libraries. Then you can configure the front-end intelligence. Of course, it's also need to install the algorithm, and then you can do a whole vehicle of the extraction of characters, which is extract the license plan, color, and so on. Finally, you can get the allow by this condition. The next part is about the ability for epidemic prevention and control. The ability of epidemic prevention and control is actually rely on temperature measurement devices. In this solution, we need to set up the temperature measuring devices at the entrance or exit. Then we can see the temperature of the people passing the checkpoint on S100. Of course, you can also compare with the face recognition function to get whether the person with mask. You can compare with the gate device, so it can close the door when detects an abnormal temperature and open the door when detects an normal temperature. Okay, look at the statistic and the connection and the benefit. This part deals with the attendance management. For this part, we have two attendance stores. One is based on our target recognition, and the other is fingerprint attendance machine or pad checkpoint equipment, which can provide relatively accurate attendance data. Then based on the attendance data, we need to configure attendance staff, add attendance rules, and set such things as shift, and time periods. After that, the attendance data will be integrated, and then an attendance record will be formed. We can also export all these data reports. This is the stand of the attendance manager and the benefit. And the device help you to manage the attendance. Okay, this session is about ground flow and mass. And there are 4 types of capabilities. The simple diagram shows the function of square length detection, plant density detection, and crossing line counting, heat map, and so on. This is the function picture. And the analyze allow. Crossing line head counting refers to the statistic of the number of people entering and leaving some area, such as shopping mall and supermarket. I can count the flow of people and other information and get the other information. As for the heat map, it refers to the distribution of population density in different areas at different time periods. It's mainly divided into space heat map, and the time heat map. In fact, all this can help us to analyze the time distribution and space distribution of the whole growth of shopping malls or supermarkets. This is the heat map and the head counting statistic page. For customer flow statistics, you can work with packet capture camera to collect some basic information of customer, such as the age and gender, which is actually an extension of face recognition. Okay, this part, the main point of is that we can also extend for third-party algorithm. For the third-party algorithm, it can be installed on our IVS or our front cameras, and it becomes our front and back intelligence. The provider of third-party algorithms are mainly some manufacturers of our algorithm ecology. They provide a variety of algorithms, such as the high altitude parabolic detection and fire detection, the door walking detection, and so on. Based on such third-party algorithms, we can rely the business closed loop in most scenarios. Look at the benefits. Okay, now we go to the last part. This part is mainly to tell you about S100 porting solution. In this part, I hope you can have a basic understanding. Our application and some equipment has some networking capabilities can help us solve what kind of solution. The first one is our universal campus solution. And the main features used are situational awareness, video parameters, then video picture based on electric mass. It's like this, which can manage the entries and exits of the campus Our S100 can be positioned as a comprehensive management platform, and this scenario is our My Butterfly. Look at the competition. In the major scenario, situation awareness, video-based perimeter detection, video-based patrol, target management, target recognition, vehicle access control. Okay, the next is the security solution for small and medium-sized supermarkets. There are solutions for cameras used in areas such as entrance exits, shelf areas, and warehouse. You can look at the slide for yourself, and you can see the cashier use situation awareness, voice recording, and so on. You can check the camera you can use. Okay, next is the intelligent application of small enterprise. In this scenario, the campus may be smaller. We can combine our wireless smart cameras to make a closed-loop business of smart things campus. Like this, you can use this camera in the function. In the setting, just like this. And then this kind of intelligent security solution for kindergarten is still based on our intelligent algorithm, such as target recognition, target defense, stranger recognition, mask recognition, and so on. Bro comparating with our front cameras and found a solution. The network and the camera used. And this is about the warehousing. In fact, this kind of warehousing security solution is also the same. Also around the perimeter, attendance, situational awareness, and so on. And even can cooperate with the third-party algorithm of fire detection, and so on, so that you can achieve a more intelligent scenario solution. And the same goes for the construction site security solution, which are based on our camera intelligence. There are something in the same. Okay, and This is the iClient S100 project configuration. The new project and existing project. We will use the original third-party security products and integrated security system in the existing part, and we will guide customers to gradually replace the original devices. Okay, it's something about the institution. Okay, that's all. Thanks for your listening.
Okay, thank you for the presentation. And if you have any questions about the presentation, the product, our HOLOWITS, you can type in your questions here at QA part, and we will collect all the questions and put the solutions and answers on our website, which is here under the technical support. We have a FAQ part here. It's all the solutions, the answers of your questions. And for notification, the material you need of today's presentation is here at resources. You can search S100 to get the PDF and the iClient S100 theme. Also, for our account for our website, you can send your email address to our support@holowits.com to get the account for yourself. And that's all for today's presentation. Thank you for your attendance.